Coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He got to the century mark in receiving last week with a pair of scores. It's the Vikings and the Bears under the lights on Monday night.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight we finish off week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Fields now to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Fielded at the 33. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. In trouble, and he's taken down. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have its hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Now the throw on 3rd down. Knocked away.
That's their first 3rd down try of the game. And clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing on third down, Fields dancing to his left. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking on the midfield logo. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see... away. On the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Back to throw now on first down. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back in the 9-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down the ground. 2nd and 9 now. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. This is caught by Tate. Touchdown, Chicago. Auden Tate, one play, 75 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards. 6 points. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play, you come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Finding room at midfield.
There he goes left side. Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
With career touchdown number 60.
and the Vikings have moved out in front. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
And that makes the score 14-7.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Rolling to his left. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
A good throw here, finding Pascal.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Well, the speed with which this offense can get down the field is taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Auden Tate, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. That time, 75-yard drive
14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
With a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense.
There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because you know all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
They only needed a couple, but the blocking was good, and of course, you can't tamp him down when he gets past that line of scrimmage.
No, and guess what? Not only were they physical in the point of attack, they executed so well. That's what you have to do in short yardage situations. Everyone has to be in the right spot, taking on a defender to give him the chance that they did, and he took full advantage of it.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamel Dean.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chicago offense set to get started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second and 10. Fields again.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Finding room at midfield. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
On first down, it's Fields. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Now Lutz for the field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
That is caught by Thielen.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They're going to look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and that pushes the lead up to 11. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Fields.
Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in.
Finding room at midfield.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
From the 50, here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Starting the third quarter with Cook.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. First down, here's the run with Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Man open, here is Jones. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. They'll run with Cook. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Again, it's Cook.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
Yeah, they've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get it.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
He'll look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
On first down, Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Fields now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. And his pass incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Fielded just inside the 20. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try the middle with Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. They'll run with a fullback. Juszczyk.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
95 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Third down, here's a run by Cook. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but 4th down coming up. Running for it, here's Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Fields. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Fields. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. 4th down, Fields has to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Vikings are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third and 2, Fields. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. That's into the hands of Pascal. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
It's now 3rd down and less than a yard.
Now Fields. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Fields on first down.
He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Now a first down throw. Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
To the air again, Fields.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
And one last throw here for Fields.
Wide open receiver complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Vikings, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.